Hello and aloha! I'm Patrick Hicks. I'm the California Hawaii Elks Association Grand Lodge Area 7 Public Relations Chairman. I'm here with John Giese. He is the Association Vice President for the East Central District, along with our California Hawaii Elks Association President, Ted Talbot.
John, if you can describe your visit with President Ted and First Lady Jeannie in one word, what would it be?
I have been trying to think of one, and I cannot put fun and educational together, so I'm just going to have to say fantastic.
Fantastic, I like that. President Ted, if you could describe your visit in one word, what would it be?
Historical.
Historical. A fun, educational, historic weekend. All right, Vice President John, tell us about your fun, educational, and historical weekend.
Well, it started out Thursday when we got to Delano, which is where we were staying. Ted, Jeannie, Kathy, my wife, and myself went to dinner with our district leaders, Tom Richardson, his wife Linda, Jack Geiger. We also had our district deputy, Rudy Guerra, and his wife Cindy with us down at an Italian restaurant in Shafter. Little tiny place that was just perfect for us to get together and talk and have a good time.
So that was on Thursday.
That was Thursday.
Okay, so Friday you had the association vice presidents there with you.
Yes.
What'd you folks do?
First thing we did, we ended up having breakfast at the hotel. Then about 9:30 we jumped in a carpooling situation and went out to the Colonel Allensworth State Historic Park. Allensworth is a community founded, run by, and developed, financed by African Americans. Colonel Allen Allensworth was a former slave, escaped, and he escaped for learning to read, and then he escaped, got away, got his education, he joined the Navy, and got out after the war, went to school, became a minister, and went back in the Army as a chaplain. And he decided that after he got out of that, he had this vision of having this community for and with the other African Americans, so that they could kind of control their destiny. After that, we went to the Delano Lodge for lunch and a tour of the lodge. Then we went back to the hotel for a short time, went up to Porterville for a dinner that was put on by their Emblem Club, and the Elks also at the same time had Ted present a certificate and prize to the drug awareness program essay winner that we had out of the district. So that was quite eventful, and Ted even got to clear a plate or two, so he was happy. So that pretty well wiped out Friday. Saturday we went down to the Kern County Museum and had a walking tour, self-guided walking tour of kind of the history of Kern County. Transportation, oil, housing. People got to see Merle Haggard's boxcar house. They got to see, all kinds of different things about Kern County that a lot of people don't know about, which is why the educational part of my word. But we went down there. From there we went to the Bakersfield Lodge, had lunch there, and a tour of the lodge. From there, we went back to the hotel to get ready for dinner. Went down to the Wasco Lodge for dinner, but then from there we went back to the hotel, and pretty much that was it.
President Ted, tell us more about what's going on for Saturday, and then going right into your big speech.
Saturday, after viewing the historical site, we went over to the lodge, and they were serving lunch. I had been to that lodge, Bakersfield, before, and it was Bakersfield Lodge, and spectacular lodge. Lodge room that was just, again, you hear a pin drop. The acoustics in the old buildings that we had, and then to find out a whole bunch of the fun stuff. Porterville Lodge from Friday with the DAP Award program, Drug Awareness Program winner, to find out, and something I didn't know, when you chartered initially, you were given one of 4 plans for a building. In fact, that building is celebrating, or just celebrated, its 100th building anniversary. Not its 100th birthday, but the building itself is 100 years old. But from the outside, you get the traditional White House appearance with some of the columns, the curvature on the front, and then all of the elk decorations. You go in the front door, it says BPOE on the doorknobs. Oh yeah, all the old historical stuff. Just phenomenal from that standpoint, for benefits for the Emblem Club, and benefits for the lodge, and benefits for me and the community, with the Drug Awareness Program award winner, me visiting as far as state president on Friday night, helping out with an auction that the Emblem Club was doing to help fund some of their charity programs that work hand in hand with a lot of our own programs. It was just a spectacular event all night long. Now, getting back to the Saturday event, for the final dinner, all of the AVPs went over to the lodge just a little ahead of us. They formed this welcome line so that you had to do all high fives down the hallway down going into it. And then John and his team of workers decorated the lodge so beautifully with a head table and having a phenomenal time frame. Bass dinner, and if you don't know what a bass dinner, go to a restaurant one time, try it, see if you like it. As I suggested, what my mom told me when I was young, try it. You don't know if you like it until you at least try it. It was a warm welcome. I do what I normally do with my visitations. I was able to walk around the room, talk to individuals, interact with individuals, and it was a phenomenal time frame. But it was really a lot of fun. The speech went over exceptionally well. I think the reaction for the crowd on talking about what the Bear team is, and what Bear to be part of your team, and what that actually stood for, and everything, talking about all the accomplishments that are going on, we should be in great shape.
Fantastic. Do you want to say thank you to any of your lodges or your volunteers?
Oh boy, do I got a list. First off, my lodge for putting up with me and wanting certain things done for this dinner. All the help that they gave the Elks ladies for doing the hors d'oeuvres and the decorating. I asked them not to go over the top with it, and they hit it right, spot on. Delano Lodge, Exalted Ruler was right there to show us around. The hospitality that was shown to us by Delano, Porterville, Bakersfield, I just can't thank them enough. They they went over and above, and I think that they were thrilled having President Ted down there. I know that we're 4 lodges down in the south end of the valley, and so we hardly ever get to see people down there. So that's why I picked those 4 rather than go up more towards the center of the valley. But they were very grateful to have Ted there, and they went out over and above to show it.
Vice President John, President Ted, thank you so much for sitting down and having this recap with me.
We are
The Elks.
We are
The Elks.
Why?
Because it's great to be an elk.